Great, great, mother loving Thursday, 12th day of November 2023, on this 33rd year of the Most High God as awesome me. I heard the arrogance or the sense of pride in that. Yo, great one. Great one. Today is Proverbs 23. Excuse the hair. I blow dried it today. And as I was walking through these streets on my way to the gym, I felt this light tap on the back of my head. And I'm like, God forbid it is what I think it is. No shit. Motherfucking bird had shat on my hair. So I had to wet it, and I'm gonna have to re-blow dry it again tomorrow so I could get it braided on Saturday. Universe has this mysterious and funny ways of doing things to us, right? As I was writing a post on how there are unrighteous and evil people that become rich, not because the universe or nature is unfair, but because life is fair. Because though they're evil and unrighteous, they have discipline and diligence. They know how to grind. They know how to stay focused. They know how to develop a standard. They know how to create a vision, and they develop a type of mindset that allows them to be successful, even if they are immoral and unethical. You get what I'm saying? Yet there are people that are moral and ethical and never become rich because they never develop the mindset. They never cultivate a vision. They lack the standard. They are unfocused. They lack the capacity to grind, be diligent, and be disciplined with themselves. They are willing to be diligent and disciplined for somebody else, you know what I'm saying, when they're getting bossed around. But when it comes to bossing themselves around, they lack that capacity. Said it before, many people are willing to go and work 40, 50, 60, 70 hours for somebody else, yet are unwilling to give that same level of dedication to their own faith, fitness, family relationship, friendship group, finances, their future visions. And so therefore they lack the vibrational frequency to step into the life and lifestyle of their desires. So it all starts with a vision coupled with a mindset, a standard of communication, being honest with yourself, being impeccable with your word, and having standards and preferences for what you want and what you're willing to accept in your life. Being focused and balanced and full of love and appreciation. Being able to freaking grind purposefully. You get what I'm saying? Also be charitable, yet not be greedy with what comes into you. Give, because the universe already gave you life. So the more you give, the more space you open up for what the universe has in store for you. What you want out of life. That is what the universe has stored up for you. What you want out of life, which is good, which is not selfish, which is not envious or greedy. That is what the universe has in store for you. You get what I'm saying? Be disciplined. Self-mastery is key. Self-mastery, self-discipline is self-love. And then be diligent, disciplined. Be able to persevere. You get what I'm saying? In nature, we had no other option but to persevere. When we had a lion or something on our ass trying to kill us, we had to persevere. Though we were tired, we had to continue to run. We had to move with a purpose, on purpose, for a purpose, because if not, we would die or our loved ones would die in the jungle with us. And so on and so forth. But like I said, as I was writing that post, boom, a bird shit in the back of my head, and I'm like, damn, that must be some of that good luck coming my way. You get what I'm saying? I'm not a big superstitious person, but when shit like that happens, I'm like, yo, what's up with that? Why me? But you know what? I ain't take it personal. I just wiped it off and took my ass to the gym. You get what I'm saying? Came back, took a shower, washed my hair because I ain't going to sleep with shit on my head. It don't matter if I got to spend another hour and a half blow drying my hair tomorrow. So be it. But here we are. Proverbs 12. Proverbs of Solomon, the soul of man. King Solomon, you are the temple of the great and almighty God. No creator will ever make something that is useless. So you're not useless. You are very useful. You just must recognize who you are, what you're here to do. Life is God's gift to you. What you do with your life is your gift to God. Keep in mind that the magic that you are seeking oftentimes is found in the work that you are unwilling to do. All right? Proverbs 12. Whoever loves instruction loves knowledge, but he who hates correction is stupid. You will often see that in people. Those that love instruction love knowledge, and those who hate correction are stupid. You'll always see the arrogant hating being corrected. They never want to accept accountability or responsibility for where they are at fault. So avoid correcting the arrogant. Let them be. A good man obtains favor from the Most High, but a man of wicked intentions will be condemned. A man is not established by wickedness, but the root of the righteous cannot be moved. An excellent wife, I love this one, is the crown of her husband, but she who causes shame is like cancer in his bones. The thought of the righteous are right, but the counsels of the wicked are deceitful. Be mindful of those that make your gut instincts turn on. Listen to your intuition when it comes to individuals, places, and things. The thoughts of the righteous are right, but the counsel of the wicked is deceitful. The words of the wicked are lying in wait for blood, but the mouth of the upright will deliver them. The wicked are overthrown and are no more, but the house of the righteous will stand. A man will be commended according to his wisdom, but he who is of a perverse heart will be despised. Better is the one who is slighted, but has a servant, than one who honors himself and lacks bread. That one is a good one right there. Better is one who is slighted, but has a servant, than one who is full of his own shit, but doesn't even have nothing to feed himself with. The righteous man regards the life of his animal, but the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel. See, had I still eaten meat, I would not understand that proverb right there. Because my tender mercies, I wouldn't recognize them as cruel. You get what I'm saying? I started killing animals at 10 years old, and not for fun and game, but to eat them. I used to see my grandmother do it, so then I started asking her to let me do it. So I would only kill chickens because that's what we mostly ate. You get what I'm saying? But whenever I saw a calf get killed, because I seen one, get stabbed in the chest right in front of me, and the screams. And when I saw a pig also get stabbed in the chest, that shit hurt. You get what I'm saying? Like, you hear it cry. You hear it cry because it knows that it's dying. You can't threaten an animal with death. You can only threaten human beings. So you can't threaten an animal with the future. Only human beings can anticipate the future and reminisce about the past. That's why reminiscing about the past creates a sort of, not depression, or maybe resentment and regret, whereas anticipating the future creates anxiety, depression, and if we're anticipating the worst, it creates even despair and hopelessness, or hopelessness which leads to despair. And that's where, suicides and things of that nature, people self-deleting or overdosing or seeking out other outlets, escapes, such as, anesthetizing or sedative drugs and alcohols and spirits. You get what I'm saying? Because we're not supposed to be overly focused on the future, nor should we be overly occupied with our time in the past. We should learn to live in the present. Look at the past as lessons to be learned from, and the future as something to pull us towards while we're living in the present and making the best of the present and appreciating the present for the gift that it is. But I digress. The tender mercies of the wicked are cruel. There are people that raise animals just to kill them. When we don't need to eat animal, we eat it out of customs, culture, traditions, and habits. We don't eat them out of necessity. We have never needed to eat animal. Eating animal only allows us to survive, but we cannot thrive on animal flesh. We cannot thrive on something that's dead. We are pure electricity. At our core, we are pure electricity vibrating at a certain frequency, which allows us to live in this physical plane. And once the energy in this body dies, then our energy transitions, our soul transitions. We vibrate at the highest. We have the most energy when we are eating living foods. That includes, fruits, vegetables, nuts, etc. Eating any of these three cooked causes us to vibrate at a lower frequency because there is less electricity as we cook food. Even raw flesh is more electrical than cooked carbs and fibers because there's still water in it. But once you kill something, you cook the life out of it, then all you're eating is dead. So, individuals that say that they're alkaline, but they're always eating cooked alkaline food, they're not really eating alkaline. They're eating acidic substance because once you cook it, you cook the life out of it. But like I said, a righteous man regards the life of his animal, but the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel. He who tills his land will be satisfied with bread, but he who follows frivolity is devoid of understanding. The wicked covet the catch of evil men, but the root of the righteous yields fruit. The wicked is ensnared by the transgressions of his lips, but the righteous will come through trouble. A man will be satisfied with good by the fruit of his mouth, and the recompense of a man's hand will be rendered to him. The way of the fool is right in his own eyes, but he who heeds counsel is wise. Every fool is always right. You can't teach an old dog a new trick. You cannot fill a cup that is already full. You can't fill a cup that is already full, fam. That's why it is great for us to be charitable, for us to be giving, because the more we give wisely, that is, the more we receive from life, the more we understand that we cannot know everything and that we do not know everything and that we do not understand everything, the more we make it possible for us to learn more things and to learn from our mistakes and to improve our personality, to improve our character, to improve our taste in things, in places, and in people. The more we know we don't know, the more we open the opportunity for us to grow. He who speaks truth declares righteousness, but a false witness deceit. There is one who speaks like the piercings of a sword, but the tongue of the wise promote health. Let those that are weak say, I am strong. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. That's why one of the fourth agreements states, be impeccable with thine word. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. Never speak death onto your life, nor unto other people. Never use your words to curse. Use them only to bless, because as we sow, so shall we reap. What goes around comes around. That is the order. That is the law of polarity. As far as the pendulum swings to the right, so shall it swing back to the left. As within, so without. As above, so below. Every cause shall have its effect, and every effect shall have its cause. All things take time on this material plane. It takes 3 to 5 years for a seed of avocado or mango to bear fruit. That is the average time. They can come sooner, they may come later, but that is for those fruits. It takes a Chinese bamboo tree 6 years to grow, and in about 30 to 60 days it grows like 60, 100 feet. I don't know, some ridiculous numbers. So all things take time. Some of us will begin producing amazing work, valuable work that will generate for us profit young, 3, 5, 10, 12, 18, 25. Some of us, it might start around our 30s, 35s, 40s, 50, 60 for even some. Colonel Sanders didn't begin producing the KFC stuff until he was in his 60s. You get what I'm saying? So be patient. The truthful lips shall be established forever, but a lying tongue is but for a moment. We still speak the name of many people that came by here, by this physical plane thousands of years ago. Socrates, Plato, Marcus Antoninus Aurelius, one of the greatest Roman emperors to ever live, the philosopher king of Rome, the last great Roman emperor. You get what I'm saying? So like Lincoln, John F. Kennedy, like, yo, we know these individuals because they had character. Maybe they were not the best, but they had character, and so they are still spoken of as individuals of character, of a powerful character. Individuals that use their words for good deeds. Yet the lying tongue is but for a moment. Not many liars are remembered still to this day, or spoken of highly. All right. Deceit is in the heart of those who devise evil, but counselors of peace have joy. No grave trouble will overtake the righteous, but the wicked shall be filled with evil. Lying lips are an abomination to the Lord, but those who deal truthfully are his delight. A prudent man conceals knowledge, but the heart of fools proclaims foolishness. The hand of the diligent will rule, but the lazy man will be put to forced labor. And here we go back to what I was posting right before that bird dookie landed on my head. The hand of the diligent will rule, but the lazy man will be put to forced labor. It doesn't matter if that hand that is diligent be righteous or unrighteous. It will rule. The hand of the diligent always rules. And the lazy man, whether he be of good character or bad character, of good morals or bad morals, will be put to forced labor because they refuse to do what is necessary to be their own boss, to manage themselves. If you do not manage yourself, you will be managed by somebody else. And that somebody else that chooses to manage you might not be as mindful of you as you could be of yourself. So be mindful of thyself, family, and be mindful of your Lord above in heaven, right in here, in the kingdom of your mind. Anxiety in the heart of a man causes depression, but a good word makes it glad. Good words always make the heart glad. If you are anxious, affirm. Thank you, Almighty God, for the peace of mind to accept the things that cannot be changed, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom and prudence to know and act accordingly. The wisdom to know the difference. If you are fearful, ask or give thanks to the Most High for granting you a warrior's confidence to do what is right instead of what is easy, and repeat that affirmation until you are able to make yourself do what is right instead of what is easy, until you cultivate within yourself the courage to do what is right instead of what is easy. All right, family? The righteous should choose his friends carefully, for the way of the wicked leads them astray. The lazy man does not roast what he took in hunting, but diligence is a man's precious possession. There goes diligence again. Diligence is your root chakra. Those that have a unbalanced root chakra are slothful and lazy. Those that have a balanced root chakra, the foundation, your motherfucking ass, what you sit on, are diligent, are learn, can persevere. You get what I'm saying? When they see fear, rather than seeing false evidence appearing real, they, what is the opposite? They face everything and overcome whatever is coming their way. In the way of righteousness and life, and in his pathway there is no death. In the way of righteousness is life, and in his pathway there is no death. Yo, that's a powerful one right there. In the way of righteousness. A righteous individual, and this is something that I had to learn, as this is my desire, is to be a righteous individual, not to be a wicked, right? When you begin to pursue this kind of way of living, you begin to develop what we call the soul. And the soul is something that not everybody that is born into a body is born with. Many are fortunate to have a soul. But, today in this technologically advanced social construct that we call a society, we have a great abundance of individuals that will be born without souls because they will be born in artificial wombs. See, these individuals that are coming through artificial wombs, though they lack a soul, that does not mean that they lack the capacity to create a soul. All right? Not everybody that lacks a soul lacks the capacity to create a soul, because the soul is a combination of our mind, our intellect, our willpower, what we can make ourselves do, and our emotions, how we allow ourselves to feel, and the awareness that we have with those emotions, and how we put those energies into motion through our willpower and the direction of our intellect, i.e. our mindset. See, anybody can cultivate this. The soul is also comprised of your personality, your character, and your willpower. Your consciousness, right? Your emotions and your will. Your consciousness, your mind. Most people that lack a soul lack a conscience. They are soulless. That act is inhumane. They don't know how to act in a humane fashion because they lack the consciousness, the awareness, the understanding, the wisdom to act accordingly, to act in a humane way, in a human way, in a way that is amicable, that is just and fair to all that are involved in the dealing. Not everybody's born with a soul, but everybody has the capacity to cultivate a soul. Everybody has a capacity, and it is incumbent upon everybody to cultivate a soul if they want to be immortalized in time. What was that proverb said again? Proverbs 12, the last verse of Proverbs 12. In the way of righteousness is life, and in its pathway there is no death. The moment that you create a soul, that you cultivate a healthy and powerful soul, that soul becomes eternal. See, we can't become eternal in body, but we can become eternal in the spiritual body, energetically. We can cultivate an energy so powerful that it continues to reverberate and resonate through time, so long as humans continue to be alive and information continues to be shared and written in books and so on and so forth. Your influence on life, your impact on life will continue to be felt, remembered, and have its valuable use. People will continue to reap value out of you. So develop yourself to the best of your capacity. Start putting some pen to paper, and also start influencing those in your sphere of influence as you are meant to, as it is your duty to do so. When people come knocking on your door, open that door and ask, how can I be a help? How can I be of value to you? How can I help you? And then do as you would want others to do to you, for you, to you, and unto yours. Treating others as you would want others to treat you and yours. And never changing yourself because of how others treat you, so that you never lose to others' wickedness. We don't change the way we treat people because of how people may treat us. We change the people that we treat. We don't change how we treat people. We change the people we treat. And that's it. Other than that, this ends tonight's dialogue. Thank you for those that came through. I appreciate, face everything, and realize there's one more value, I think. Yo, y'all have a great evening. This beautiful Thursday, 12th day of October. And yo, may the content that is being provided here be of the absolute highest value to each and every one that takes the time to listen to this. Like, subscribe, share, invite, encourage, inform, influence, inspire, illuminate everyone that you can with your light. You are the way. Figure out that truth that you have been born to realize and share your light in life. It's been your guy, Sosa, aka Super Conscious Thoughts, Super Conscious Living, SCL Master Builder 333. We are out.